Okay, so we're still in book 5.4, and now we have to simplify radicals. Simplify just means to make more simple, and simple is the same as easy. So we just want to make the radicals more easy to look at and to play with. Okay, let me just sharpen my pencil. And so there's 3 ways to do it, okay? So the first way is to find the perfect square that's hiding inside the number. The other way is to make a factor tree. And then the third way is to use your calculator. And most times you'll do it this way. But sometimes you'll go, oh, that's easy, and you can do it this way. And always you're going to check your answer using your calculator. So first, let's write out our perfect squares. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. Oh, my pencil's breaking. Use another one. 2 squared, 3 squared is 9, 4 is 16, 5 times 5 is 25, 36, 49, 8 times 8 is 64, 9 times 9 is 81, then 100, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so 50. I can go, 50 is the same as 2 times 25, and 25 is a perfect square. So if I separate the 50 into 25 and 2, what's the square root of 25? 5. So then I've made it more simple. I have simplified the square root of 50. Let's check in our calculator. Square root of 50, 5 root 2. It's correct, so put a check mark. Okay, 48. I don't know if there's a perfect square hiding in there, a perfect square number. I can't see it, so I'm going to make a factor tree. 2 times 24 is 48. Keep going until you get to the end. So 48 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So I write it out this way, and I take groups of 2. So I separate them, and 2 times 2 is 4, so the square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, so the square root of 4 is 2. And then I have 3, so I have 2 times 2 is 4, so I've made it more simple using a factor tree. And let's check our answer. We'll do some examples together. Look, 4 root 3, so put a check mark if you're correct. So, 75. 75 is equal to 25 times 3. Yeah? So I can separate this into 25 times 3. So that's 25 times 3. I can separate it. And what's the square root of 25? 5. So I've made it more simple. I've simplified it. Let's check it on our calculator. Oops, I did 25. I didn't do 75. 5 root 3. Check. We are correct. 72. I don't know what's hiding in there, if there's a perfect square hiding in there. So I'm going to do it the long way with a factor tree. I know that's an even number, so even numbers can be divided by 2, but I don't know what it is. So 72 divided by 2, 36. Wait a minute. 36 is, oops, you can't see. 2 times 36 is 72. 36 is a perfect square. So let's separate this into 36 times 2, which equals root 36 times root 2. And 6 times 6 is 36, so it's just 6 root 2. So I didn't finish the factor tree because I found a perfect square. Okay, let's go to the next one. 48. Oh, I don't know what perfect square is hiding in there, so let's do the factor tree. It's even, so that's an 8, so I can divide by 2. Half of 48 is 24. I can do it again. Half of 24 is 12. I can do it again. And then I can do it again. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Oops, I need one more 2. There's 4 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I take it and I put it in groups of 2. So this goes together and this goes together. There's no other 3 to go with this one, so he stays by himself. So that's, what's 2 times 2? 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And that 3 stays by himself. The square root of 4, well, that's 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Make sure you put a multiply between so it doesn't look like 22. And then the 3. 2 times 2 is 4. So it simplifies down to 4 root 3. Let's check. Square root of 48. Yep, we are correct. 45. I don't know a perfect square that's hiding in there, so let's just do it. 45. 9 times 5 is 45. Sorry. 9 times 5. Ooh, 9's a perfect square. So stop. Don't go any further. If you see a perfect square, we can stop. 9 times 5. And then we can separate it. Root 9, root 5. 3 times 3 is 9, so the square root of 9 is 3. Let's check it on our calculator. Root 45. Yep, we are correct. 32. Root 32. Square, I don't know. So let's go, 32 is 2. But because it's even, it's a 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We know it's divided by 2. It's 32 divided by 2. 16. Ooh, 16 is a perfect square. 4 times 4, so let's stop there. 16 times 2. Let's separate it. 4 times 4 is 16. There. Let's check. Root 32. Yes, we are correct. 50. 50 is like money. 25 Qatari dirhams. There's 225 Qatari dirhams in 50. So I know it's 50 is 25 times 2. So I can separate this into 25 times 2. And 25 is a perfect square. So root 25, root 2. 5 times 5 is 25. So that's 5 root 2. Let's check with our calculator. Always check. Yep. Because then you know you're doing your homework correctly. Okay. 60. I don't know what's hiding in 60, so let's do it this way. But I know it's 6 times 10. And that would be 2 times 3, and that would be 2 times 5. And we always write the factors small to big. So 2, 2, 3, 5. There. If you don't write it small to big, that's okay, but it's just our preference to write them from small to big. So now we look for a group of 2. We go, okay, let's separate that out. 2 times 2, we separate that out. And then, well, I can't do anything with these because there's no other 5 and there's no other 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. And that's a 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So it's just 2 root 15. Let's check on our calculator. Yep. Check. We are correct. 40. Ooh, 4. 40 is equal to 4 times 10, and 4 is a perfect square. So let's do that. 4 times 10, and I can separate the 4 out. And 2 times 2 is 4, so that's, oops, that's a 2. Root 10. Let's check on our calculator. Root 40. Yep. Good. 80. Oh, there's a 4 hiding in here. I can go 80 is equal to 4 times, I don't know. 80 divided by 4, 20. So let's separate this out. 4 times 20. And I can separate it. That's 2 times 2 is 4, so it looks like this. Let's check. Ooh, it's not the same. So what it means, it might mean that we're not wrong, we're just not finished, because maybe there's another perfect square hiding in the 20. Okay, can I make 20 smaller? 4 times 5. Yeah, so there's another perfect square hiding in there. So it's okay if you did it like this, but you just have to keep going. So that's 2, and 20 is equal to 4 times 5. So we have to separate that other one out. So the square root of 4 is 2, and we have the root 5, and then, can we still see? 4 root 5. Look, now we are correct. So if you get the wrong answer, you might just have to keep going, okay? And if you want, let me get a piece of paper, you could always do it differently. Okay, you can go, okay, 80 is 4 times, I don't know, let's start as if we haven't done it before. Let's do, that would be 8 times 10, 2 times 4, 2 times 2, and then 10 is 2 times 5. So how many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 80 is equal to, how many 2's? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. And then we put it in groups of 2. Groups of 2. So then I separate it. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And then I have this lonely 5 at the end. The square root of 4 is 2. 2. 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Root 5. So you can do it this way. And look. Let's put it here so you can see. Both are correct. Okay. It's like if I say go to Villaggio. There's lots of different ways to get to Villaggio. You can see this person did it differently. This person did it differently, but they both got the same answer. Okay, so you can do it this way or you can do it this way. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's look at the last question. 28. I don't know what's hiding in there, so let's do 28. 2 times 14. 2 times 7. So I have 2, 2, 7. 2, 2, 7. So that's a group of 2. So I'm going to go 2 times 2 is 4. So that's a 4, and that's a 7. Square root of 4 is 2. Root 7. Let's check. Always check. Square root of 28 to root 7. We are correct. Okay.